What's up, guys? It's the Conscious One coming at you. Okay, so this video is not about sports betting. I'm going to talk about a real issue here because it's very important. And, you know, some of these things you guys may know, some of this stuff may be new concepts to you. But I want you to listen and pay attention and understand, because I'm about to explain how do you live with a woman in peace. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there have lived with women before, most of you. And, you know, sometimes it just seems like a situation, whether she's on that time of the month or or she could just plain have an attitude. You know, this type of stuff happens. One of the reasons why is because they got us all living like mice in a hole in the wall. You know, technically, according to the Bible, and, you know, Wake the Hell Up 7 knows a lot about this stuff. According to the Bible, men of the Lord are not even supposed to be living in the same under the same roof as the woman. This I don't remember what scriptures. You guys can ask Wake the Hell Up 7. He has all that information. I'm just gonna speak it right out of my heart like it is. I'm not gonna be bringing up scriptures or none of that junk. I'm just gonna tell you exactly how it is. Raw, hardcore truth. Okay, they got us all living like rats. You know, a hole in the wall. You know, when you're in a family, if you have kids, you're definitely not supposed to be living in an apartment. That's the one thing that really upsets me and angers me about this country. If this country really cared about couples having babies and being together, then anyone that has a child in this so-called United States will be, like, if I was president, I'll say, okay, well, everybody that has a child will receive a subsidy to purchase a home. You know, maybe it'll be like, you know, well, the government provides the down payment, and then all you have to do is just, you know, pay the mortgage. Maybe the mortgage might be $900 for a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, like let's say in Vegas or something like that. And I mean, if they really cared about us, they will provide subsidy for couples that have children, because they're gonna suck the children, the life out of them anyway. All we doing is making slaves. Me personally, I don't have any kids, and I'm very glad that I don't. However, I wish, you know, sometimes I wish I had kids. You know what I'm saying? I wish I did, but looking at the situation in the so-called United States, it's not feasible to do so. Most men, we can barely take care of ourselves, let alone, and this is where a lot of low self-esteem comes from, because, you know, men, we were made by God, if that's what you want to call it. We were made by the universal prime creator. We were made inherently to be a provider. You know, now there are a lot of guys out there that talk about simping and brown nosing. Listen, I would never say, hey, I don't give no women no money, or I don't brown nose. I do brown nose. You know what? Because I like brown nosing. You see how the brainwashing, the MK, the mind control. Think about that, guys. Everybody, listen, if you don't like brown nosing, you ain't no man, because every man should like showering his woman, especially if she can give good head. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Listen, okay, back to the script. Every man should like, you know, to shower his woman, if he loves her, with gifts. I don't think you should have a man out there, you meet a woman. Now, if you just meet her, yeah, that's a different story. That's a different story. But if you really care about that woman, then your whole, how can I say it? You should be geared towards taking care of this woman and showering her with gifts. Not only so that she don't go someplace else, but it's just the right thing to do. You know, the real name of women is not women. It's not female. You know, their daughters, they are daughters of Zion. But we'll get into that later. They're daughters of Zion. So in a way, it's almost like you treat your wife like you would a daughter. But of course, please don't take your mind to the gutter. We're not talking about that. I'm trying to explain some real science here. You're supposed to treat it's almost like your woman is almost like a daughter to you. You know, you're with the Most High. You know, when Moses dealt with the Lord, you know, there's a chain of command. You know, first there's the Lord, then there's man, then there's women, then there's child, and government is supposed to be at the bottom. Now, this shit is this. Check this out. There's government at the top, female next, child next, and then the man is at the bottom. Ain't that the truth, y'all? I know y'all feeling this right now. Y'all should be getting chills right now. Y'all know this is the truth. Men in this so-called United States have been put down at the bottom. You can't listen. A society cannot survive unless a man is at top of that apex. Okay, we're not talking about being macho. Listen, we're talking about how a society just breaks down and collapses. All right, because as you look in the world today, the only thing you see on these jobs, most of them, for the most part, not all of them, but most of them, all you see on these jobs in the so-called United States is women and homosexuals. That's it. I've talked to many men that said they just simply cannot take being in the workforce anymore because it's filled with women and homosexuals. How is a godly man gonna fit in that kind of society? Okay? Because if he tries to, it's almost like eventually he's gonna end up either a simp or gay or God knows what, something else, just plain queer. He's gonna be twisted. A real man of the Lord cannot be, should not be working among women and gays on a job. They should be in a, well, first of all, they shouldn't be on no job. They should be having their own thing going on. But that's another story. You know, we know this country has made it impossible for men to have that going. You know, me personally, I come from a grandfather that had his own store in the black neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. I love saying that because when I was younger, I didn't really understand what I was seeing. You know, and the things that he told me about women, it holds true today. And by the way, guys, my parents are still married and my grandparents are still married. That doesn't mean that they're perfect. What it means is that I'm qualified to give men advice about how to sustain relationships. Okay? Okay? You know, it's kind of important. Like, I'm not saying a guy who don't come from a two-parent household can't give advice. No, he can. But listen, one who comes from a situation where the parents are married and the grandparents are married and they always stayed married, and guess what? They're still alive. All praises is due. They're still alive. Okay? And my grandmother didn't have to work because my grandfather ran the store. She worked under him. And she worked under him. So, but it wasn't really like work. She was just being side by side with her man every day. Okay? So let's get to the nitty gritty about living with a woman. Listen, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm going to tell you how to get out of a situation that's going to combat you when you get to this. Listen, that whole thing about half and half, a woman pays half the bills and you pay. Listen, you will be out on the streets. Don't play no games. Don't play no games, dude. I'm talking to y'all. Don't play no games now. Because I heard some of you guys be going into relationships telling women that you expect. No, you know what? All that's asking for is you to get kicked out. Because you the one going to get kicked out when she called the police. Okay, or she, whatever, if you did something or you didn't. Bottom line, you will be the tail. You would not be, 50-50 is not the head of the household. You're the tail. Because the woman has the judicial system on her side. She can do whatever she wants to you. She can cheat on you, say whatever she wants, and she can have the law on her side and have crocodile tears and everybody think you the enemy. Do you want that to happen to you guys? Do you want that to happen to you? So y'all better leave that 50-50 percent stuff alone. Okay, now I was raised by parents that told me 50-50 was cool. Even my mother told me that it was cool. But listen, that's not what she said. She only say that to keep peace in the house. That's not really how women feel. They may want to work and be able to work physically. I would say up until the age maybe 35, 36, depending on how many kids she had. But once she starts approaching 40, you best believe that woman wish she had a man that just took care of the bills so she can do what she needs to do. Now, let's talk about how a woman would react to you saying that. Because remember, they've been all programmed. They've been all programmed by the simps, right? They're programmed to go to work. They're programmed to work like a man, wear jeans like a man, etc., etc. Not that I don't like jeans, because jeans be looking hella good on some of these women. But anyway, they've been programmed to do a lot of things that they're actually not supposed to be doing. Like women wearing jeans, you know, it's actually not healthy for their thing down there. You know what I'm saying? To keep it fresh and clean and healthy, they're supposed to be wearing certain kind of clothing. Wake the Hell Up 7 even informed me about, you know, how they're supposed to be in water a lot, women. And that's why I advise people, not just women, but men too, stop taking showers. Stop taking showers. And if you do take showers, put a filter on it. We human beings were meant to take baths, okay? You know who takes showers? That's for an elephant. That's for a car wash. A car takes a shower. An elephant, a gorilla takes a shower. Human beings are designed, we're supposed to be taking baths. Okay, because y'all know when y'all take that bath and you get out of that water, you be feeling real good. It just seem like the muscles, especially if you're using like Epsom salt, and you be feeling all relaxed and you sleep better. You see what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to be taking showers. There's a lot of things we're not supposed to be doing that people do. It's kind of funny, and I'm not ashamed to say this. I stay healthy by doing enemas. But listen, guys, don't ever tell nobody that, yeah, right, like I'm on YouTube. Because if I go to jail, I'll be messed up. But no, you look at other societies, even a lot of hotels in Vegas, they have toilets that have like water hoses attached to them. Your monkey ass is supposed to clean your goddamn ass with water, okay? If not, sticking a tube up there and cleaning that shit out so you don't have no damn dookie tracks in your underwear. You supposed to be at least spraying that shit down. Alright? You see? People in this place, they don't even know how to properly take care of themselves. Think about a bunch of people walking around with fucking stank asses. I mean, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? That's just crazy. Another thing too is that guys, you always want to wear boxers. Never wear briefs. Number one, they make those briefs with pork. I'm not gonna get into that, but you're gonna take my word for it. Also, you're not supposed to really wear clothes to bed because your body gets extremely hot. You lose a lot of water when you wear clothes to bed. You know what I'm saying? Because your body is detoxing, and then by the time you get up, your throat is all dry and dehydrated. So yeah, you guys, you want to drink a lot of water. What else I want to say? Oh, let's get back to the thing about the women asking about, okay, you're out with a woman and you say, no, I want to pay the bills, I don't want you to do nothing. They're going to automatically assume that you're trying to be controlling. So you're going to have to explain to them that, no, this is what I mean by that. I'm not saying that you can't work. Okay, and by the way, guys, this is coming from Sharia law. And whether y'all believe with Sharia law or not, I really don't care. I deal with a lot of ancient traditions. I don't, if somebody asks me, what am I? I guess I'm Muslim. I guess I'm Islamic. If you want to put me in a box like that, but I take knowledge from all systems. Okay, even systems that people say, oh, that's the devil, don't deal with that. I study those systems too. Okay, now getting back to what we were saying, you're gonna tell the woman, okay, I want to pay the bill. She's gonna automatically think that you're trying to be controlling. You're gonna have your rebuttal. You're gonna have to tell her, no, look, I didn't say you couldn't work. I said that you're not allowed to pay bills. I pay the bills. I'm the man. I pay the bills. I pay the bills. That's my job too. I was created for that. Okay. If I don't do that, I'm not gonna feel like a man. All right. You gotta let them know that, and you gotta let them know. Here's something you say to them. They say you be trying to be controlling. You say, no, I'm not. They say, yeah, you are, because I have to pay for duty. You say, no, I didn't say. I didn't say I didn't want you to have a job. No, I want you to be working. You need to be social. You wouldn't want to be at home all day. What I'm saying is that the income that you make, I don't want any of it from you. I don't want any of it from you. I don't care if a woman is making $15,000 a month, Negro, and you making $2,000 a month. You are responsible for paying the bills. Let her, and this is according to Sharia law. You guys can look this up when I'm, later on when you're done listening to this. But this is in the laws, and I don't think it's only in the Sharia law. I'm pretty sure there's other laws about this in other systems. Anyway, so you're gonna say to her, listen, I didn't tell you couldn't have a job. I said that you wasn't allowed to pay bills in my home. Okay, so she's gonna say, well, what if you kick me out? I say, and you will say, well, you should be saving thousands of dollars already, because by the time we get tired of each other, you should already done save $10,000 to $15,000. So not only are you allowing a woman to save while you go to work, if she loves you, she's gonna think about entrepreneur ideas, because a woman was created to be a man's helper. Okay, and I know a lot of people get offended by that word helper. There's nothing wrong with being a helper. Listen, a woman is not physically of working past the age of 40. Okay? She's not. She's just physically not. There's no disrespect. It's not being sexist or none of that stuff. If for anything, I'm looking out for the women. Okay? Moving on. So anyway, you're going to tell her, no, I didn't say you couldn't have a job. I said that no woman is allowed to pay bills under my household. Now, if we get tired of each other in the next 2 or 3 years, which sometimes that can happen, it just happens. You didn't save so much money. What the hell are you worried about if I kick you out for? You could get started. You can move to another country, do whatever you want. And see, this is where the insecurity comes in with the man, because the man's gonna be like, well, what if she's sleeping? I go to work and she doing this stuff behind. Listen, man, grow up, man. Why are you so insecure with yourself? Don't worry about what that woman doing. Worry about what you doing. Okay? It's kind of a reverse psychology thing. You let that one, hey, I'm not worried about what you're doing while I'm at home. Because you know what? A cheater is going to be a cheater. I don't care if the woman is working or she's not working. If she's going to cheat on your ass, she's going to cheat. Okay? If she's working, she could say, oh, I'm doing overtime today and could be going to screw around. You don't know. So it makes no difference whether a woman is home. Just same thing about a man abusing a woman. You think it makes any difference that a man, some of these women get with these guys and they thinking, well, if I just have his baby and we get married, maybe he'll change. No, he's not going to change. If he beat your ass before you got that marriage license, he's going to beat your ass even more after the marriage license. You see? But anyway, my whole point is for guys, you got to have more self-esteem and you got to be more secure with yourself. When women see that you are secure with yourself, she will help you. Okay? She will help you, but it's going to take a while. Because it takes a while to break the programming that they've been under. It takes a while for the man to break his programming. You see, because you all worried about what this woman doing while you making money. No, she got to be at work too. Come on, man. Look, she going to cheat on you regardless, bruh. It don't matter. At the same time, you protecting yourself, right? For you can't get kicked out of your home. And guess what? She has money. You know the broad going to have money because she ain't working. So both people are protected in this situation. We do not need the government to tell you that you are married and that you love somebody. That is crazy. By the way, guys, you guys want to check out this thing called robocall because they keep harassing us with these phone calls. You get phone calls like every day now. You don't know where it's coming from. You block the number, then some other kind of number calling you. It's a really bad thing. We're living in a harassment society right now, unfortunately. So I think that's all advice I got to give you guys for today about that. Just look, as long as you secure with yourself and you tell the woman exactly the truth, and it might take her a little while to see if you're really telling the truth, but once she sees that you are really about a man of means, okay, she is going to respect you and she's going to look up to you. You just make sure you tell that woman, don't tell the other women about y'all situation, because the other women are going to try to feed her head poison, okay? The feminazis. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They're going to be feeding them poison. And they're going to be saying, well, ain't you worried? What if something happens to you? See, all this fear-based people pumping fear into other people. Those are demons. Don't talk to those people. But anyway, guys, I didn't say it enough today. I gave out some advice. That's how you guys want to handle the situation. If you want to be treated by the woman in a respectful manner, to the point where she, she respects you, like you guys want, and obeys like you want, and be submissive like you guys want, you have to pay those bills. You have to be the man of your house. Okay? You cannot allow a woman to pay bills. If she want to go pay bills in the house, go tell her to go get with another dude and play that 50-50 stuff. Don't play that 50-50 stuff with me. Okay? Because that's not going to work. Two people coming home stressed out doing the same thing is not going to work. Somebody's got to be a head, and somebody, it can't be two heads in the house, because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna bump heads. Duh. All right. It's gonna be two Evander Holyfields bumping heads, and then y'all gonna bite off both of each other's ears. Jeez. Anyway, guys, I said enough today. Peace to you guys, and I'm out.